This is from Linda's Kitchen. We're doing a blueberry pie today. So I've taken frozen blueberries and I've added my ingredients to it so that it's all ready to go. This is frozen blueberries for blueberry pie. Now I've added 5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and now I'm going to add 1 pound of lard. And you cut my lard up in small pieces so it's easier to use my pastry knife, and this is a pastry knife. So I'm just going to add it a little at a time. You want to have a little muscle when you're doing this. You want to have a big bowl like I have here. This will make 3 9-inch pies, double crust. You don't want to overwork it. Just going to incorporate that lard into the flour. The flour is all purpose. Now I'll end up using my hands a little bit. This is my kitchen. I'm not working in a restaurant or a facility right now, so this will be something we'll enjoy in our household. I'm almost done with this. If you want to bring the camera up here a little bit, you can see what it looks like. Scrape this off. And it's kind of a rocking motion. And then you want to turn your bowl while you're getting it in there. You'll notice I have a mat down. If you see this, this keeps my counter in better shape. This is a new house, and I don't want to wear out my counter. So. Also, it rolls out nice, and if you need to, it has a section on it so that you can measure if you need to. Now I'm going to add milk, 1 cup of milk. And I have whole milk. I don't have 2%, but that's what I like. So I'm going to add 1/2 cup of whole milk. And I'm going to follow through with some water. Cold water. You get 1 cup. Now I'm going to check it. Check this with my hands. Just give it a I'm going to add my milk. Excuse me. Not all at once. I just want to work it in. Sometimes you use a little less. Sometimes you have to use a little more. It all comes with practice. And I've been baking pies since I was 12. My grandmother, she taught me how to bake pies, and I was so excited when I was asked to make the pies for their family Thanksgiving. You see how that's coming together? And I allow myself for it to be a little on the softer side so that I can use a lot of flour when I roll it out. So you don't want to overwork it. I'm going to set that aside. And I need some flour now just to work with. Put this on here. Till I get it where I want it. A little more, like I said, so I can use a lot of flour. It's almost there. Set that aside. Now I'm gonna cut off a slice and work it up a little bit. That should fit in a 9-inch pie tin, which I have over here. I have 2 of them. And what I'm gonna do is we're going to make 1 pie, and I'm going to make a second pie, put the second pie in the freezer. Now what I do is, like I said, I can use lots of flour. I'm going to pat it. This gets rid of, so you end up not having a lot of cracks when you're going to roll it out. That seems to be a lot of problems for some people. Roll it. Now that should fit in there. And another thing you can do is you can use your hands to fit it in, or you can take another pie tin and push it around to fit it. And then you can cut. That's ready for that one. I'm going to add a little more. I'm going to add this. Waste not, want not, as my mother would say. You can kind of see how that would look. You can always fold it if you're more comfortable doing it this way. Work it around. You want to make sure it comes out to the edge because you're going to be folding that under. Oh, I've got to get my butter out. I just thought of that. So we're going to put a little butter on top. And I add my filling. This is real butter, not margarine. should have done this earlier. Okay. Put that there. Now, I'm gonna fill my pies with and I cooked this over the stove earlier. It was frozen blueberries, sugar, cornstarch, lemon juice, pinch of salt, one thing about cooking it prior to putting it in, you can tells you what the consistency is going to be without guessing. Then you can change it up a little bit if you want it, your berries a little thicker. Now, almost there. Now I'm going to make the top. I'm going to add that. Might want a little more. Some flour. Grab some more of that. That should be about right. This is my style that I use for all my pies and have for a long time. People recognize them. That's something you can do too, is have your own. It's almost like, it's like a snowflake, I call it. Cutting it like a snowflake, like you did in grade school, making snowflakes. And I gotta put my butter on. Almost all my pies I add a butter. Can't go wrong using extra butter. Just dot it all over. These tins are a little floppy, so you gotta be careful when you pick it up. And you fold. See how I'm folding this underneath? Keeps the filling in. It helps. How I can tell when a pie's done too is, now I've got a little extra here, I'm going to just cut it off a little bit, is the pie will bubble. So you'll see the pie filling, the juices come up out a little bit. And if your pie is nice and brown, it's pretty much done. And I just pat it all around. And I hold it together. I'm going to do this pie. Take a picture of that if you want to. Sometimes this gets a little, so I'll get some fresh flour. Again, fold it under your first layer. I'm going to set my oven at 375, and before I do that, I'm going to add some milk to the top and sprinkle sugar on top of it. Don't need much. And I've got my pastry brush. And make sure you get up in the So I'll set my oven at 375 if I haven't already set that. But you want to check it. It will take, depends on your oven, but it'll take about 55 minutes, an hour. But you want to check and don't just walk away. Always check your baking goods when you're baking. And I'll sprinkle some sugar. I've already done that. Okay, I'm going to put some milk on this one. You can always do your pie dough ahead too and refrigerate it. But you want to bring it out so it warms up. and you can freeze it. And I've frozen just like the bottoms, roll out the bottoms and freeze them. You can stack them, put some parchment paper in between, and whatever you can, prepare helps a lot with time. Okay, there's no sugar. And that's it. Those are 2 blueberry pies, one for the freezer. And when I freeze it, I can take it right out frozen and bake it. It might take a little longer, but this one I'm going to put in the oven. I'm going to bake it. But that's how I do my blueberry pies.